Samsung reported record quarterly profit on Thursday, driven by a 49-fold jump in chip income. The South Korean tech giant said January to March operating profit in its chip division reached a record $36.15 billion. It was massively up from a year before and represented 94% of the quarter's total. Overall revenue rose 69% on the year to $90.4 billion. It marks a positive step for the firm, which wants to close the gap with rival SK Hynix in supplying high-bandwidth memory chips to Nvidia. SK Hynix last week reported record quarterly profit following a five-fold jump in earnings. The chip makers have seen a boom in the construction of AI data centers. It's led firms to allocate production capacity to advanced chips Nvidia uses in its so-called AI accelerators. Chip makers have struggled to meet demand, while the move also squeezes the supply of conventional semiconductors. Samsung said Thursday, quote, its supply falls far short of customer demand, and it believes the supply-to-demand gap for 2027 is due to widen even further than this year. The firm said continued development in AI tech will lead to sustained demand growth, but supply will stay constrained for the time being due to the lead time required for new factory construction. Elsewhere, Samsung said conflict in the Middle East hasn't disrupted chip making. It cited secured inventory and diversified sources of gases used in manufacturing, but it warned there's a risk of higher transportation costs caused by rising oil prices. Samsung also faces possible production disruption as unions representing the majority of its workers in South Korea could strike over pay. Samsung said it plans to respond to the fullest extent to ensure production isn't disrupted. Shares of the firm slipped almost 2.5% Thursday after rising as much as 1.8% following the earnings announcement. The stock has surged 88% this year.